This is Maximus Analysis for December 10th, 2015. We see a sell-off at the close. It was a very choppy day today, so I'm just going to give some intraday action. You can look on a 30-minute. You can see pretty much it is still pulling. They had the initial pull yesterday, and then this is pretty much all of the action, just up, down, up, and then back down. So a lot of names felt strong, but nothing really closed above highs until like the latter part of the day. Now we really want to see if they're going to hold this 20. I know it's the same thing from yesterday, but they haven't moved much. So they just gave a retracement up to the 200-day moving average on the 30-minute. Want to see if they can hold above this 2040, but especially hold above this 2035. We don't want to see them bust this thing wide open, because it wouldn't be that good. So with that being said, we have this level that they have been testing for numerous times. We explained it yesterday on the video, this 2035 area. So now they showed weakness intraday. This is, again, a lot of people say that these candlesticks, and you gotta be careful with the candlesticks because this is showing weakness. Now, if they break above this on the high, they need to get above this 2105 area, because this whipsawing day in and day out is getting stale very, very quickly. So that's the ES. The NQ up, but still that same type of fade action. We can see if we go to the 30-minute. They faded a little bit, but again, you want to look at what's going on. So you have this rip down and then just grind back up. So this is something you can also look at, kind of like counting bars. So it took 21 bars to go down, but it took 51 bars to go up, and it is only up 61.8%. So it took double the amount to go up about 3/4 of the way. So it's still not showing strength yet. But that doesn't mean, again, the NQ is a lot better looking chart regarding the daily. But we will see what happens tomorrow if they're going to hold this 45.80 area. You got the YM. Again, it was up. Cannot be mad at that. But we can see that we still have that same type of pattern as well. You see crude is continuing its downward move so far. So again, don't try to test or see where the bottom is. It can go to 33. It's almost there now. 33 would just be right down here. That doesn't mean it goes in a straight line, but if it retraces this now, this level is going to be resistance. Okay, it was support until they broke. Now it's resistance. If they get up to 40 and then crush back down, it could be a nice run to 33. 40 to 33 is about 7,000 per contract, which will be very, very nice. IWM still is not breaking at least a high. So again, they need to hold this area. You can see that this area has been, let me get back to my default arrow. This area has been support before, twice. So we're going to see if we're going to hold it for the fourth time. Usually the fourth time it breaks, but we have to keep an open mind because of where the indexes are. So you had a lot of nothing regarding Google. Just again, they're still holding those highs. Amazon, still nothing bad about this chart, is all the bearish side. Price line, again, they haven't broken below a low. So again, this could be just retracement. If they break above this high with some high volume, maybe they run up a little bit, maybe. We'll see how that one plays out. LinkedIn, still a clean retracement for the time being. They haven't broken a high yet, but this is a nice retracement, and you have your limited risk of about $5 on this candle range today. You have Netflix, still looking good. Again, I don't like the one-day pullback, so again, this might be something I'll look and see if it's, given some type of you have an entry going in. So Apple, a lot of nothing. Again, kind of in the middle of the rung right now, so been very, very sideways. But again, they're still holding these lows. So you want to make sure you're not just getting overly aggressive here without them at least breaking one of these prior lows going up. So they're still holding the 50%, and again, over 120, they will look a lot better. But right now, we want to see if they're going to hold or if they're going to break below. It's been really, really difficult, and I know that they have the big Fed meeting next week, so I don't know if they're just going to chop it into the interim. I was looking at Tesla. And the only reason why I didn't take Tesla was because it broke the high and then rolled right back in. I have the luxury of looking at this stuff all day, and I can be wrong in a gap up, but I would just play the gap and then a gap and go. But right here, right now, it's not really showing a lot of strength. You got Facebook looking really, really good. Sideways is all could be, but again, holding up during all of this mess with the markets, it's still holding up strong pretty well. So names that they had on the Dow, the big name winner was Boeing today, but again, it faded off a little bit into the close, and the big loser was, there wasn't really that many losers, but it's just, you have what is this, United Technologies, that might give you maybe a little higher. I don't know if there's any divergence over here, but yeah, the big winners today were Chevron, 3M, but you got to look at what the trend is saying. So this, we can look and say, okay, it's at its inflection point. It broke back below 50. Is this just a retracement for some more downside potential? And then I'm just putting an alert, actually, if it breaks back below. So then you also have 3M, where it's been very, very sideways here, but it's still holding this flag. So it's still holding this type of flag pattern. So I wouldn't be looking to go short unless they broke with significance below this low. A break above this high or this high means that you got a lot of squeezing and could have a really, really nice pop to the upside. Goldman Sachs, again, looks like it still has more downside potential if they break below this 180 mark. So it still hasn't broken above this high, and it's still, still the short from this area right here. So we got to see what's going on overnight. Again, they need to hold this 2035 area, and again, it seems like it's a broken record, but we need to see it held overnight. And this is what we're looking at right here, right now. I'll give you a little bit more information. Lower highs in place, hold in this level. Again, I don't know if this is a false breakout or not, but let's just put this little level here as what needs to be held right here. Okay, so let's see what happens overnight, and take care.